YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome back to Phasmophobia. Last time we reached one of these special levels, we decided to do an insane challenge. We did a no sanity, no hiding challenge. If you want to watch that one, I'll link it in the top right. That was probably one of the craziest things I've done, and it got super intense. So I thought, why don't we do something similar, but something arguably even more crazy? We're gonna do a no sanity, no evidence challenge. It's gonna be scary. I hope you join us. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop into the game. Let's go. Alrighty, here we are. We got Richard Thompson. Now, if you have never seen a no evidence challenge, it is where you are not allowed to use any of the evidence items. Now, the ghosts in Phasmophobia are so cool and so detailed that even with none of the items that you need to usually identify what ghost you're dealing with, you can still use all their special abilities, their special skills, and all their weaknesses and strengths that they have to identify what ghost you're dealing with. So that's what we're gonna do. However, on top of that, we're also gonna find the cursed object and drop our sanity to 0. That's gonna be the first thing we do. So let's do that. Hopefully we have a cursed item that it actually works with, because you can't just start with 0 sanity. As you can see, we are at 100% sanity right now. Now, depending on the ghost, it could either be instantly done, or it could be insanely difficult, or somewhere in between. Who knows? No cards. We got a hiding spot right there. That's great. Let me see. We have the mirror. Mirror will be, like, ideal here. We don't have mirror. Board will be good. We might have summoning circle. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Let's see. Or we could have the voodoo doll. Let's hope we have summoning circle. I didn't take... Okay, we have a voodoo doll. I think we're gonna do a quick reset, and we'll go to the next, because the voodoo doll is not good enough to drop your sanity to 0. The voodoo doll can only eat 55% sanity, which is not good enough. We want to be a true 0% sanity. So let's quickly reset and get another item. We have a board this time. The board is pretty much perfect, because what we can do is we can ask... I'm gonna not look at it. Where are you? All right, there you go. I'm not looking at the board. Oh, don't look at it. We're just dropping our sanity. So that is 40% down. Then we ask it again. Where are you? It reset, and then we ask, how old are you? How old are you? And how old are you? Goodbye. Now we should be at like 15% sanity, something like that, which is super, super, super low. So that seems that's low enough, because any ghost, even shades, can hunt at this time. So we're gonna close the door. Wait, is it 69? Ah, fuck. No! I don't even have anything. Uh-oh. Run. I went in for the 69. I have been baited. Was it 69? We'll never know, because I can't ask another question. It'll just explode. It was a trap. You guys baited me. All right, I'm just gonna look at this ghost. Hey, how are you doing? Uh-oh. Did you see a ghost? Because I just saw nothing. What? We can already rule out a few ghosts. I don't think that was fast. It was definitely not a... Okay, so right there, we can already rule out a few. We can say that it's not a yokai, because it found us immediately as soon as I turned on my flashlight. The ghost was like, I know where you are. We're gonna find you. The yokai's weakness is that it can't listen for your voice or your equipment. So right there, boom, one ruled out. Now, it was definitely not super slow when it wasn't hunting me, so it's gonna be not a revenant. It could actually be a phantom. So a revenant is super fast when it sees you, but very slow when it's not chasing you. So you can listen to the footsteps, and it definitely wasn't slow when it wasn't chasing us, as far as I could hear. It's also not a myling, because we could obviously hear it from pretty far away. What else? I would say maybe not Raichu. It could be Phantom, because it seemed that, like, I didn't see it. That might be because it was blinking very slowly. So that's interesting. All right. So we know a little bit. I love the like clicking or the scratching off the ghost. It's so good. Phantom. It could be it. We don't know. There you go. We are at a full 0% sanity. We got Megan Mills, Repel the ghost, smudge stick, and salt. Now, I think I heard it coming from upstairs at the back, one of the 2 rooms. So we might just take a smudge stick, get in there. You know what? So yeah, we need to collect a few things. We would love to know if it's freezing or not, because that's one of those evidences that you just get even without any tools. Are you gonna hunt immediately? That is good intel as well. I would love to turn on the breaker. I think it's in the basement. Or is it over here? Oh, come on. Why don't I look? I can't look at you. It's complete darkness. I'm running. What am I doing? What am I doing? Are you seeing me? It's a little quiet. Is it small? Is it a little baby ghost? I think it stopped. I need to turn on the breaker. Turn on the breaker. It's a shade? Why would it be a shade? It started hunting immediately. Oh, that's just a bone. We'll get that. We'll get that. One sec. Let's turn this on. Do we have any hiding spot down here? You could potentially hide there, but I wouldn't recommend. Maybe this one? Okay, so we have 2 hiding spots. One here, one upstairs in the garage, and there might be one. It's hunting. It's hunting. Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna look at you. Ah! The audio occlusion is so scary now. It'll be like... It'll be completely quiet, and then all of a sudden it'll go it'll be like right next to you. Okay, we are fine. We're fine. Go, 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 go. I think it came from the right over here. I think it came from this room. Hello? Are you here? You're here. You threw something. Can you give us a sign? Can you show your... It's freezing! It's freezing. That's amazing intel. Incredible intel. We have a hiding spot. I'm gonna sit in this hiding spot, and we're gonna click the freezing. Uh-oh. Okay, so very normal speed sounding. What are we looking at here? Mimic will be spicy. Hantu could be that one, but it didn't. No, it didn't sound like a Hantu, because the Hantu will be super fast in the ghost room right as the hunt starts, which we didn't hear any fast ghosts there. It seemed to be normal speed, so I'm gonna rule out Hantu. Now it's hunting like crazy, so it could be a demon. Oni, it will be super active. Now we haven't had a chance to be anywhere near this ghost. I did see a bunch of stuff on the ground, so I will be inclined to say it is pretty active. Onryo will be very spicy. I think it stopped. You know what? Did it stop? It did stop. It touched the door. You know what? I'm gonna leave this here. Can I make it out? Can I make it out? Leave the smudge stick here. I'm gonna keep my flashlight. I do not want to be caught with my pants like that. Dude, okay. This may or may not be a demon. This is a little insane. Holy fuck. What even is this ghost? This is a small child? Hello? It just stopped. It just stopped. It's done. All right, run. So we can use the smudge to make the ghost stop hunting for a little bit. Now, if it is a demon, the demon has a special ability that it is only affected by smudge sticks for 60 seconds instead of 90 seconds. And the spirit has the opposite, where it's affected for 180 seconds. Instead of 90 seconds. So yeah, it will be double as effective. Okay, now we also have the smudge stick objective, which is actually great because you know then that you hit the smudge stick, so then you can start your timer properly. We're gonna not bring... These things need to go in the corner. As I said, we are not allowed to use any evidence tools. We're here to rule out the ghost based on behavior. Now, I think candles are gonna be our first order of business here, because if we can get a candle in there, we can potentially make it stop hunting, which would then mean that it is an Onryo, which would be very interesting. The Onryo would be basically completely, like, blasted by our candles. Is it gonna hunt immediately? Not yet. Go, go, go. I think I'm gonna smudge. Take that. Did it work? It did work. So now we got exactly 90 seconds. And the ghost won't hunt in that time. So I can probably get one more. I can go back to the truck one more time. I'm actually gonna drop my flashlight this time because the ghost should not be able to hunt unless it's a demon, in which case at least we'll learn it then, and I just have to survive. Go, go, go. It could be a mimic, but then we'll learn that later on by its strange behavior. So let's get the crucifixes in there. They're actually super important, and then we can also get a photo cam just in case we see something. Like if the ghost shows itself, we can take a photo. I don't think it can be a phantom. Let me just run. I need to be there. Oh my, it turned off the power. Okay, very useful intel. Also annoying, but very important intel. That means it's not a djinn. Let's drop this for a second. So the way you do an Onryo test is you put crucifixes on top of candles. That way, if the ghost uses the crucifix to stop its hunt, like whenever the ghost wants to hunt and it's on top of a crucifix or within a range of a crucifix, it'll be prevented from hunting. Now, this works for every single ghost, and for the demon it'll work even more efficient because the demon has a longer range at which it is stopped by the crucifix. However, the Onryo will be stopped by the candles instead, because the candles have actually a much stronger effect on the Onryo than the crucifixes have. So yeah, I can take a photo. So the Onryo will be stopped by the candles instead. So if it never uses the crucifix, but it still stops hunting, you know exactly that it is an Onryo. That is like the best way to tell. So here, it uses the crucifix, and it didn't blow out the candle. The candle's still on, but it used the crucifix. That means that this is not an Onryo, because the Onryo would always use the candle first before using the crucifix charge. So we can rule out djinn because it turned off the breaker. The djinn cannot do that. We can rule out Onryo because it used the crucifix. Now we are only left with, we already ruled out 4 out of the bunch that's left over here. And we could have also ruled out spirit because it it's a ghost of it. Little baby. We can also rule out spirit because it dude, I need to leave. There's too much information. There's too much to say. Okay, let me finish this first sentence first. We can rule out spirit because it hunted too early. It used that crucifix charge before 3 minutes were over. Now it can also not be an Oni because that ghost event that we just heard, even though we still have to be a little bit on guard because it is like a small chance maybe that it could be an Oni, but that specific sound we just heard means that it did an airball ghost event where it does an airball and then it moves towards you and then it hits you and it does that hiss sound effect. Now, any ghost can do that except the Oni. The Oni cannot do that ghost event. So if you get that, you can basically rule it out. I think we genuinely have a shade here. I think we actually have a shade. Like, not even... Oh, no, it used a crucifix. Actually, it used it twice. Okay, so we don't have a shade. Because the shade cannot hunt if there's even a single person in their room. And it's hunting twice now. It might actually be a demon because that used those crucifix like back to back to back to back to back. It's turning off the light so many times, man. What the fuck? You little shit. Oh my god. This fucking demon, man. It's such a demon. Holy shit, I can't believe we're ruling this all out. I don't think so. Okay, well, did I finish everything I wanted to say? So it cannot be a shade because shades cannot hunt at all if anyone is in their room. If anyone is with them in the room, they will stop hunting completely. This has changed recently, so I don't know if that's actually completely intended. It should be because they know about it and they didn't change it. So yeah, we could bring in salt to rule out wraith. And if we see the footsteps, then it wouldn't be a wraith. Now, we obviously know that it's not a wraith because it's freezing, but I still want to talk about these things just because I have the opportunity to. Now, it also is not a phantom because we took a photo and it didn't disappear. It showed up still. So it's not a phantom. Poltergeist? It could be, but it isn't really throwing anything. It is turning off the breaker, so I would be saying like, oh, maybe it's a mare if that was an option. It's obviously not. It's not a Raichu because it's been not fast when there were... I guess it could technically be, but we've seen it and it didn't really seem too fast. I guess we would have had to put something electronic in the ghost room to see if it was fast when the hunt started. I guess that would be a test we had to do. Goryo and Obake is impossible for a no evidence run because they both require you to find their evidence to rule them out. So I'm very glad we don't have to deal with those, because that would be the only way you can rule those out is based on the roaming behavior of the Goryo. If you have a Goryo, or it shouldn't roam far from its room. So in this scenario, it could actually be a Goryo because it hasn't really roamed at all. Now, obviously, we don't have to deal with that, and then Obake will be the other option. I don't think it's twins here, because it's only been throwing stuff in the ghost room itself and never outside of the ghost room. Now, the twins, how they work is that they basically... they did throw something over here, but not necessarily means anything. The twin can throw stuff from really far away from its room. That's like the special power that it has. It can also hunt. Oh my god, this ghost is non-stop hunting. It's insane, man. Neon, thank you for the tier 3. 1 year. Oath fan, thank you for the 5 months. So what we gotta do here, I mean, Yurei is possible. We haven't seen Yurei's ability. The Yurei ability is that it drops your sanity and it'll close a door. We haven't seen a door close, so we have no reason to believe it's a Yurei, but you can't rule out a Yurei. You can only confirm that it's a Yurei. So Yurei is always going to be on the list for a long time. Now, I didn't do a singing ghost event. Singing would be Banshee. Singing ghost events is what a Banshee does a lot. I think I'm safe. I need to get more smudges. I need to get more smudges so we can see if it hunts super quick after using a smudge or after being smudged. But man, this ghost is... I can't even make it out. I think it's gonna hunt again. Okay, I did it. We made it out. We're gonna grab 2 smudges now. And see if we can... like, time... because it's a hard thing to time. Because 60 seconds and 90 seconds, the difference is... I mean, it's very close to each other, so you have to make a very accurate timer. Okay, we also need to repel the ghost, and we need to take salt. Why don't we take... salt and 1 smudge stick, and then we'll go out again for another smudge stick. So the mare has a special ability where if you turn off a light switch, it has a rare chance to turn it off immediately. So you click it on and it goes off immediately, then you know it's a mare. You used to be able to just spam a light switch to figure this out, but they fixed that. You can no longer do that. Mares will also seem to turn off the breaker a little more, same as Hantus. Hantus turn off the breaker a lot. Now, this is not a Hantu. That's as far as... oh, come on, man. Jesus Christmas. This is fucking nuts. We should... I mean, we could do a speed test of it. Let's listen. Okay, you could hear the footsteps. It's just stuck in its room. What the hell? Okay, smudge. I smudge it. We smudge. It should have hit it. I'm looking at the timer immediately. Okay, if it hunts really quickly, we will know. Let me put salt in there as well, just to make sure that it's in here. Let's see. It's still freezing in this room. Okay, keep an eye on the timer. I'm gonna turn on the breaker. Go. And then we want to piss it off again. Now, it did use all the Crucifix charges before it hunted again, which is something that the demon would do, because the demon would be completely prevented from hunting by all those Crucifixes in its room, because the demon has a much larger range. I already took a photo of the board, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, can you give us a sign? You have not stepped in the salt yet. You're still here? I'm a little scared. If you hunt from outside of this room, I'm so doomed. Okay, it is here. Nice. Now there's multiple ways to know if you're dealing with not a wraith. You can look at it with UV, or you could just take a photo. If it says footsteps, you know it's not a wraith. So that's how you could rule out a wraith. Okay. Oh, wait, that was it. That was it. It was the demon thing. Holy shit, it's a demon. It did it. I timed it at, like 55 seconds ago, or at 22:55 on my timer over here. I smudged, or 21:55, and then 22:55, it hunted. So literally exactly 1 minute after, it hunted. That's so cool. No, I'm not overthinking. I'm explaining how to play the game. Like how to use all these different abilities. Like if I just walked in and I would have been like, okay, it's a demon, and then left, like no one would have learned the thing. That would not have been fun. I want to make sure that you know what's going on in my brain. Are you still hunting? No, you're not. Okay, so the smudge just showed us perfectly that this is a demon. Now we still have to repel it during a hunt, so let's run out of here. So the demon has a few things. The demon has a weakness against crucifixes, which means that it is affected by the crucifix has a much larger range. It won't affect the behavior of the ghost at all. It'll just make it easier to stop a hunt with a crucifix. That's all it does. Now, the demon can also hunt in much quicker succession. So if the ghost hunts, it has a cooldown that it can't hunt again. That is much shorter for the demon, so it can hunt much faster after each other. And the demon also is affected by a smudge stick less. Now, I don't think some of these are noted in the book. Demon will initiate hunts more often than the other ghosts, and this is a pretty wide strength. This affects both smudges and the cooldown between hunts. And then demons fear the crucifix. This is a bit strange wording. It just means they will hunt less because they're stopped by it more. But they won't be, they're not afraid of the crucifix at all in any way or whatever. Okay, like, can I get a smudge again? And this is a different thing. I could tell because, oh, come on. Can I get the, I can't get the lighter. I'm gonna die. Okay, smudge. Throw it over there. Grab the other smudge. I think I smudged it. I need to do this one during the hunt. So we have another, oh, come on, it walked away. So that's what can be really tricky. It walked away after the ghost event because the, oh, come on. I can't see you. Oh, there you are, smudge. Run! So it walked away after the ghost event because a ghost event will teleport the ghost around the map. After the ghost event stops, it'll be where the ghost event stopped. So it'll start roaming from there, which means that if it's far away from the ghost room, all of a sudden you're dealing with like a loose cannon that can start its hunt from anywhere, and you have to be really careful. That scared the fuck out of me. Okay, we're fine. Run out of here. We have no more smudges. We know what ghost this is. Now, the smudge stick effect will also apply during a hunt. So if you smudge the ghost during a hunt, it'll also be disabled for 90 seconds after you smudged it. So that is accounting the time that the hunt was going on. So it's probably for another, like, I don't know, 5 seconds that it can't hunt. I'm not gonna wait for that. I'm gonna step outside. I don't think you can't do this anymore. Like, they completely disabled this. That was very interesting. What a ghost. What a demon. Obviously a mimic could be anything, but the mimic, basically the way you figure out a mimic is just keep an eye on their behavior. If all of a sudden it's fast during one hunt, you go like, what the heck? That must be a mimic. So it never did that here, and then it never did the Uray ability either. Now, some of these other ghosts, as I said, Mare could have been it here because it turned off the breaker a lot. It turns off, and it hunted a lot with Mare, which Mares also do. And then Goryo, it never roamed, so I would actually be inclined to say Goryo here. Obviously, it's much more of a demon than a Goryo. So yeah, all the other ghosts, Raichu is ruled out because of it wasn't fast around equipment. So yeah, it didn't throw a lot. There you go. We ruled out almost every single ghost, and we had a strong reason to believe it was a demon. So yeah, there you go. You can actually solve a mission in Phasmo without using any Avalanche Collection item. That was really cool. I will select demon, indeed. That was awesome. What a fun what a fun way to play. I love no evidence, and it just made it extra spicy that it was I mean, I'm just assuming that it's correct because we had the, like, 1 minute timer. There's no way that it's incorrect. I would be very surprised. There you go. Was a demon, obviously, very aggressive. Lots of... How many hunts? That was, like, insane. 11 hunts in 17 minutes because we were 17 minutes in the house. That was just, like, non-stop hunting. I mean, this will happen a lot when you're playing in a team, especially like in a team against a demon. I genuinely think demon is like maybe the strongest ghost in the game. Like, then the Raichu is very, very strong because it's super fast as well. But especially against somewhat novice teams, the demon starts hunting at 70 and just like hunts non-stop. With, like, you can't even smudge it, you can't get rid of it. Literally, only dropping crucifixes in there is the only way to stop it. Because in a multiplayer session, you can't just, like, eat the pills and get back to 100% sanity. Because you only have 4 pills for 4 people. So, yeah, it's really hard to stop a demon from chain hunting you. So, yeah. And especially if someone dies, you'll all lose 15% sanity. Because if someone dies, the rest of the team will lose 15% sanity. Which will then make it even harder to get out of that chain hunting range. So you just are basically doomed, and you just have to realize, wait a minute, we're dealing with a demon here. But yeah, there you go. Hope that was fun. Let me know if you want to see more evidence runs. I tried to explain a lot more what I'm thinking. They're a bit more informative than usual. I try to explain usually what I do as well, but here I go absolutely crazy. So yeah, let me know what you thought. Hope you enjoyed. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join lovely gamers here in chat, you can join us over at twitch.tv/insane every single day at 7 p.m. Central European time. Thank you very much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good one.